Hello Virgo, and welcome to your weekly reading. I hope that you are doing well. As I am doing this reading, today is January 15th. We have quite the powerful, impactful, and intense energies going on. Probably the most intense that we've ever had in certain areas of our lives. Pluto is in a conjunction with the Sun. We have Mercury going direct on Wednesday as I read this. Mars has gone direct. Mercury and Mars will still be standing still, which intensifies their energies. We have Venus in a square to Uranus. There's so much more, but Pluto with the Sun, very transformative. So Virgo, we're going to see what's changing for you or what's going on for you as we cycle through this week's moon cycles. I hope you're doing well. This is a message for Sun, Moon, or rising in the sign of Virgo. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Check with your moon and rising, moon or rising sign, if not resonating. And also, strongly suggest through these transits, if it's not quite resonating, which most likely it might a little bit, keep it in your back pocket, because as Mercury goes direct on Wednesday, there's going to be like a light switch turned on and giant seeing things clearly as we had not been before. So it may resonate at the end of the week or in the next few days, next few weeks, next few months. Everybody's on their own timeline. Anyway, let's see. We're going to start off with an astrology card to see what energy is driving this reading for you. All right. We have two here. Oh, we have three. Seems like a big one for you. We have the 5th house, which is of your passion, your playful, childlike wonder, as well as your confidence and creativity. Along with the yang, or divine masculine energy within you, not gender, but energy, which is linked to productivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. It's more of the logical, analytical mind. And we have Mercury, which is our thoughts, how we think, what we think, how we learn. It is our the information we take in, how we process that information. Also linked to network, meaning collective energy, collective thoughts, and communication. Well, that's an interesting mix, and that's what we're also doing. It just hit me this week. We are being called to balance our masculine and feminine energies within us, not gender, but energy. So the feminine energy being the right side of the brain, which is more of the intuition, receptivity, going with the flow of the energy. And then masculine is more of the logical mind and our tasks and doing and stuff. And every individual has both masculine and feminine energy. It's not gender, but all matter in existence is made of masculine and feminine energy. Anyway, okay, not to get geeky on you, Virgo, let's see what else comes through. You can check out blogs on my website. I write about this stuff all the time, about energies, and the information's in the description box below. It's BeTheChange333.com. Lots of good stuff in there. I just sort of write when I'm intuitively called to, or what I'm intuitively called to share. And it's a lot of good information there. Anyway, let's keep going for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Virgo, I'm hearing you have not really had this energy turned on for you in quite some time. Your more playful side. That, yeah, childlike wonder in life. And feeling safe and confident to just let your creativity fly and flow. You've been really stuck in the masculine energy of do, work, think, keep going. Like there's always like that mentality of thinking always has a destination to get to. So until you get to that destination, it's just like chug along, keep going. Once you get to that destination, then it's like, okay, now what? And you find the next point of destination, and then you do the same thing. Instead of living in the moment, enjoying the journey. The journey's not about the destination. It's about the joy in the journey and the experiences we have through presence and connection. I think with this Mercury card, you're starting to learn, or your method or the ways of thinking are starting to shift and change into more of this fifth house, creative, go with the flow, be present and have fun in life. And you may still be figuring out or learning how to communicate, how to express that aspect of you, that part of you, where you feel comfortable enough to. Okay. First card out, we have beauty. I know that was not a mouse. If you heard, my cat has a toy that sounds like a mouse. Yeah, it's maybe starting to see the beauty in life, and like things are starting to light you up, where when you're in that mentality of just, and this is also due to a lot of the, now that we're in the technology age, we can get distracted and pulled into just like stuff, and it's really hard to get out of it. It's harder than it used to be. So I think you're starting to snap out of it, basically waking up like, oh, there's more to life than this. There's more to life than just working and producing and consuming and do. Like, I know a lot of men, when like they don't want to sit with themselves to, they just find projects when they're not at work. They're building something or fixing something, or the only time they slow down is to sit down and watch some TV or some other something that, and I'm not saying all men, just my observation lately, even on the men that I know are engaging and do enjoy life. In the wintertime, it is more downtime, but still, connectivity is important. Nature. Yeah, and connecting to nature. Extremely helpful to snap you out of that like mindset that has you just constantly working on something and doing and producing something. Productivity. Okay, on the floor, important message that just went on the floor, Virgo, but thoughtfulness at the bottom. So overall, this is linked to mindfulness, which is linked to presence. When you're present to connecting with life and nature, you're finally like engaging and truly connecting. When we're like in one tunnel vision mind, we have no idea how many people we maybe piss off or blow off or not give the attention that our heart and soul truly would like to give the attention to. So this is beautiful. Okay. And on the floor, authenticity. It's super, super important, especially this energy is going to bring it out of us. What we have been missing in life, what we have been holding back from ourselves and from the world, from life, is our true authenticity. Okay, whoo. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this in a beautiful way. This is very transformative for you, Virgo. All right, let's start with beauty. I just got really thirsty too. And my nose started running. You might have some of your upper chakras starting to come into alignment. Maybe you had been feeling kind of grounded, and you know, your lower chakras maybe are already kind of okay, but now the upper, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra is like, whoa, waking you up and enlivening you. Enlightening you. All right, let's go with beauty first for Virgo. Oh, okay. On the floor again. Important when they fall on the floor. Solar plexus. Solar plexus. Okay, so your solar plexus is right around where your stomach is. So sometimes you might feel some burning in your stomach. Sometimes when we have solar plexus realignment, we can have kind of like a queasy stomach too. But the solar plexus linked to beauty. Well, yeah, because when we have the energy is aligned within our solar plexus, we are confident, we have good self-esteem, and we have that Mars energy, that inspiration and will and drive. And when we have that, and it's not the mindset like tunnel vision, do. No, this is like, oh, I want to experience life. I see the beauty here. Now I want to experience this. Where have I been? Kind of thing. Been in the yang energy too long. Oh, beautiful. Yes. So linked to nature, first of all, what's in your true nature, Virgo, is love, heart, connection, true heart connection, compassion and love. All, as well as you can really get close to this heart connection when you are out in nature, or when you feel that you're in alignment with your true nature. It all opens up beautifully. And funny enough, I was just reminded of this green comet that is really close to Earth now. And if you have a telescope, it might be visible at this time too. There's a lot of energy linked to that. I'm not going to go into that in this reading, Virgo, but this is beautiful. Okay. All right, tell me about authenticity for Virgo. I was getting a lot of beautiful energy, just kind of showering me with whatever your energy is right now, which feels like the energy of home. Home that you haven't felt in a long time. Home in the heart. But linked to authenticity right now, that has been your struggle, your obstacle, your challenge in life is to come into alignment with your authenticity. I feel like you've had to play a part for such a long time, and that part maybe you had to grow up too soon and didn't have much of a childhood, and you may find yourself more serious and responsible, and it's been kind of covering up your true authentic self, which and yeah, that may be a part of you, but that's the only part that you were playing for a while. And looking at House 5, it's like you've got this inner child. You've got this ball of fun inside of you that's just dying to come out, right? So, thoughtfulness. You want to be mindful and thoughtful of those that you collaborate with and partner up with in life. And, your alliances, those like-minded, like-hearted beings. Truth, triumph below that. So sometimes when we get in certain energy, like attracts like. When we get into that rat race even, and that's all that we focus on, we just attract more and more and more of that to ourselves. You've got to have a whole broad, wide range of energy swirling around you to experience all of life, What is it that you want? What do you want? What's going to bring you joy and fun and happiness in this lifetime? And why don't you feel confident in that aspect of your life? Ooh, the Emperor. That's why. There's that masculine energy again, that yang, that productivity. Got to keep going, got to keep working, got to have it all together, got to have it all under control. This is also linked to power and control. You get stuck up in there where you don't see the beauty in life, or in every moment of life, every interaction with life and with people and animals, and every breath you take. Okay. You're waking up to this truth. This is a truth. This is a truth that is, you can't deny. And you're kind of crawling out from that clay, that hard rock, that bedrock that you had covered over yourself. That's protection in the beginning. It did its job in the beginning, and then it sealed you in and it chained you down. Look, you're breaking the chains. Because the trumpets from the cosmos are down like, bah, bah, bah. Virgo, wake up. Wake up. Wake up that heart. Get out in nature. Where's your true nature? Ooh. Got a little energy channeling through me right now, Virgo. This is a lot. Okay, Four of Swords. And you've been on the fence for this for a long time. Oh, goodness me. As far as being your authentic self. You come out of the box, and then when it doesn't feel safe, you go back in. It's like, the hermit crab that comes out and goes back in, comes out and goes back in. So now you're kind of like sitting there, contemplating, thinking about it. Is it safe? Is it worth it? Replaying all the times that it hasn't worked in your favor to just be yourself in your mind. That's just childhood wounds that are trying to clear up. And I think that you're going to get a good dose of the truth with that too. With the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Queen of Swords sees the truth, the clarity, cuts through the bullshit, cuts through this bedrock. Does it with tough love. It could be a hard pill to swallow, your own truth at times, but it's important too. It's important to acknowledge the pain, the agony, the sorrow, the despair from heartbreak, betrayal that you've experienced in life, the strong opinions that tried to dominate over you. Okay. Whatever this energy is, it's very strong, Virgo, and it has a strong message for somebody specific, or some of you specific, or all of you specific. I'm hearing one way or another. Okay. What's the last layer for Virgo? The last layer, what you may or may not see at this time, but you will, is that you are the magician. And you are safe and secure, grounded here on earth. You can create the life that you desire, the life of beauty, creativity, passion, wonder, and still do it with your feet firmly on the ground, as well as having compassion for everyone else on their journey without placing judgments or opinions on others. When we don't do that, we don't get it back. You get what you give in all aspects of life. So when you're judging or having a strong opinion about others, then that's going to be cast upon you as well. That's just energy. That's the cosmic mirror. It comes back. A lot of times we're not conscious to this when we are in that tunnel vision, or we're just constantly thinking ahead, just doing. We forget about the truth of life, the energetics of life, the heart, the most important part. My cat is chasing her tail. Could be a message for somebody. The Chariot. This is a beautiful reading, Virgo, because you are connecting to your true nature and your heart is open. You're awakening to a new consciousness. Like you're like snapping out of being in some kind of, I hear, labor camp of sorts. Something you put yourself in from belief systems that you were really connected to, like focused on. But you're moving forward now. And it's not ever going to be a straight line. And you have to be okay with that. That life, ebbs and flows. And we have our ups and we have our downs. But, the joy is in the journey. And if you stay in your heart and you stay present to every moment of every day, it's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful journey. Instead of an exhausting, laborious thing. That's the whole mindset of the American dream. Is work until you're too old to work. You save up for retirement, and that's when you're supposed to live. But when you do that, then it's like, erase that from your mind right now, because first of all, that whole mentality is going away. But that's no way to live. I mean, if you choose to live that life, you reap what you sow. You get what you give. Talk about authenticity. Oh my goodness, okay. Lots of messages. All right. Oh, and what is changing is your perception about yourself. And you're realizing that I'm not being myself. And I remember when this happened to me, and I realized I had to lose myself to truly find myself. I feel like that's where you're at right now, Virgo. Death of the old, losing that self. Birth of who you truly, authentically are. And that has been such the conflict in the mind, where you really thought you were right. You wanted to be right, that I'm doing things the right way. Even if it didn't feel right. You shut your feelings off as much as you could to get through that tunnel. But it just kept going. And then you have these, maybe they're ancestral visitations. These are memories of your childhood. These are memories of this childlike wonder and play in life, which doesn't have to come from childhood. It could be your teenage years or whenever you had been more present to life. You're like, oh yeah, there is another part of life here. And maybe you took some time to yourself to really come to that realization. The Hermit. That's your card right there. So let's get one last message to wrap this up for you, Virgo. Piece of advice for you. And as a nice energetic exchange, Virgo, if you like this video so far, would you please click that like button? And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate all of you who have. It's really, truly been amazing, and the growth of the channel has been so much fun to keep up with, and I look forward to giving much, much more. All right, so last message for Virgo, please. Look at the bigger picture, Virgo. That's another thing that's coming to realization for many people, you know, the legacy that we leave behind for the children that are on this earth now and for future generations to come. As the world is changing so much in the physical and the mentality and everything, what legacy do you truly want to leave behind? Is it all about just productivity, which has really gotten us into this problem in the first place, the world, and the competition and comparison and all of that? Or is it something closer to your heart, that the song that's been singing to you since your birth? Don't die with your song still in you, Virgo. Look at the bigger picture. Ooh, that's a message for somebody. That came through very strongly. So I'm going to end that here. I hope that was helpful for you. And I'm sending out so much love. Take care. Bye.